This is the last call to all the swimmers of event numbers 201 to 204. Please proceed to the ready bench now. Once again, last call to all the swimmers. To all the swimmers of event numbers 301 to 304, please proceed to the cold room now. Thank you.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Daily Final Rounds of the 2022 PSI All Course Grand Prix National Championship. Right here at the new Large Sea Aquatics Center, Capas, Tarlac. Ladies and gentlemen, let us all welcome our technical officials. Introducing our lead referees, Mr. Danilo Adore, Mr. Gerardo Leopo, our lead starters, Mr. Ross Tito Paul, and Mr. Kurt Vela San Juan. The standing fifth record in this event is 1 minute 59. Started last August 11, 2000. Presenting the finalists. A1, Suarez, Ryan, and Yao, and Arthur Silva. A2, Agape, and Tanzania, Francis. Lane 3, Villanueva Sean Isaac of Manila, Asylum Center. Lane 4, Dallas Marco, PCSC Buccaneers Center.
The preliminary
Lane
session, which
5,
is by age group as well. So
of Best League.
we had a very eventful morning. In some events, we've seen age group records being broken.
Lane 6, Radovan Nicholas Ivan of Best League. Lane 7, Marco U. Antonio, Best League.
We have a bunch of swimmers from Best Maine.
Lane
And the
8,
top seed for
Lilian
this event is
Carvajal,
Marco Daos of
Asylum Center.
QCSC Buccaneers Swim Club. He swam with a time of 2:11.24 this morning, which is a personal best for him. So 200 meters butterfly is actually an event that a lot of swimmers do not like. It's a very tough, very challenging event because butterfly is one of the events that especially young swimmers they really struggle with. So there's a lot of stamina needed here to last the 4 laps. We're seeing Marco Daos leading the way. His first lap in 28.50. But it's pretty even between 5, 6 swimmers right now. And again, a lot can happen in this event because sometimes you go strong for the first half or the first 100 or even first lap, and then you get left behind in the remaining laps. So it's very important that you have enough energy left to last the 4 laps. So Marco is still in the lead, touching at 101.54, which is a good time, good pace, because he finished in 2:11 this morning, which means half of that is like 105, 106. So doing 101, if he keeps it up, he'll be set to improve his time. He's breaking away now. So at the 3rd lap, he will touch at 134.07, slowing down a bit, but still on track to bettering his mark this morning. Jules Mirandilia in lane 5 trying to catch up. We'll see if this is going to be a close finish, but Marcus seems to be struggling at the latter 20 meters of the event. As you can see, it's getting exciting because Jules Mirandilia is picking his pace up, but it's going to be very close. Marco Daos holding on to his lead and touching first. No, sorry. Jules Mirandilia, probably from the bottom, touching in right before Marco Daos. That was a really close one. And sometimes we'll call this a veteran move. Marco went up one more stroke, but Jules gambled and chose to glide his way to the wall and actually touching first. So that was a very interesting finish. Jules Mirandilia of Best Maine proving to be successful in his final lap, catching up to Marco Daos, who led most of the way till the end. So both swimmers bettering their marks this morning. And right after this, we'll see the women doing their own thing for the 200 meters butterfly. So we'll see a few highlights first before we proceed to that event.
Marching the relay are the finalists of event number 32, 200-meter butterfly.
Now, men's 200 meters butterfly.
The starting record in this event is 2 minutes 9.58 seconds, held by Aquatics School, starting on March 5, 2022. Presenting the finalists.
For the finalists, we actually have 6 age groupers, 15 to 17 years old, and only 2 seniors. Lane 1, we have Balbuena Prix from Akron Gates. And then lane 2, Patricia Santor from Antipolo GMC Scorpions. So both of these girls are age groupers. Lane 3, we have Camille Wico from Rising Atlantis Swim Club, a very established swimmer, especially in Palarong Pambansa age group. Likewise, in lane 4, Jasmine Mochde, another promising young swimmer, especially in the butterfly events. This should be her pet event, 200 meters butterfly. And in lane 5, we have another bet from Antipolo GMC Scorpions, Sherian Floriano. She's been doing well the last few days. And then in lane 6, we have Sofia Bulanhagi from Red Sea Lions swim team. You hear a lot of cheers for her because they have a big squad, and yeah, a lot of the teammates have been watching and cheering her on. Lanes 7 and 8 are swimmers from Best Mate. As you can see, they're doing their own poses there. So lane 7 is Francesca Alterado, and then lane 8, Julia Basa. So here we go. Again, all these swimmers are gunning for slots in age group international competitions, or even the SEA Games or the World Championships. So they've been preparing for, I would say, 2 years long, because we've had a long break because of the pandemic. Camille Buico coming out strong, but closely following her is Jasmine Mochde. And Patricia Santor in lane 2 also staying close. We'll see if this is a 3 or 4-way battle, because in lane 5, Sherian Floriano also staying close. And Jasmine Mochde doing good turns, coming out half a body length ahead. And she's trying to build on that, trying to build a body length lead. And as you saw in the men's side, a lead this far is not safe, because we don't know if it's the strategy of the other swimmer to really conserve energy for the first 3 laps and then give her all out in the last lap. So Camille Rico staying close to Jasmine Mochde. Both of these swimmers are about 2:20. I think the best time of Jasmine Mochde is about 2:18, and Camille Rico should be close to that as well, 2:20. So Jasmine stretching her lead a bit there, but this is the final lap, and we'll see if anyone will make a move. But so far, that lead of Jasmine is just stretching, and Camille is struggling to maintain second position as Sherian Floriano is making her move. Now it's about a 3-4 body length lead for Jasmine. Looks like she conserved enough energy to finish strong, and she will touch at 2:20.40. which improves on her 2:22.40, exactly 2 seconds faster than the morning. And Camille Rico actually ends up third in 2:26.03. And Cheryl Floriano, the Antipolo Gems Sea Scorpions bet, steals the second place from Camille. This event is hosted by the National Federation for Swimming in the Philippines, Philippine Swimming Incorporated. So a lot of the swimmers vying for slots in international competitions really need to participate in these events so that they can qualify. We have a few events coming up this year. At the end of the year, December, actually they happen at the same time. December 13 to 18 is the FINA World Swimming Championships for short course, 25 meters in Melbourne. And we have, at the same time, the 44th Southeast Asian Age Group Swimming Championships in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. So this is where a lot of our age groupers are really gunning for slots. Due to a lot of factors, including the lack of competitions for developing swimmers, the Southeast Asian Swimming Federation actually decided to increase the number of slots per country to the event from 2 to 3. So in the past we sent maybe 70, 80 swimmers. Now we're looking at sending 100 swimmers from different age groups, 11 to 13, 14 to 15, and 16 to 18. That's a very exciting competition to look forward to later this year. We will proceed to the next event, the men's 50 meters freestyle. This is going to be a fast one. And again, sprint events is just one lap. A lot of things can happen. There's really little room for mistakes. From the reaction time in the dive, all the way to your underwater stroke and then your finish. Every movement is important in this event. So a while ago we saw Mervian Jules Mirandilla of Best Maine winning the 200 meters butterfly event. That was just a few moments ago, 5-10 minutes ago. Now he's back for another event. We'll see if he has enough gas left in his tank. He's in lane 1. In lane 2, his teammate Marcus Decang will be beside him. Lane 3 is Johan Aquilen from Pangasinan Aquadragon Warriors. That's a new up-and-coming swimmer. And in lane for the top seed is Seb Wong from QCSC Buccaneer Swim Club. He made noise over the last 2 years when we held competitions by swimming a time of 23.94, I think. That was his best time. This morning he swam 24.2. We'll see how he does. But to challenge him is in lane 5, Raf Barreto from Ayala Harpoon Swim Club. He won the 100 meters butterfly in a very convincing manner yesterday. And beside him, in lane 6 is Sacho Ilustre, of course, one of our established swimmers from the grassroots all the way to the senior squad. He's representing De La Salsabel. In lane 7, we have Jose Maria Enrique Mapa from Alabang Gators Swim Club. And completing the cast is Zayden Xavier Ramos from Galaxy Starship Swim Club. Another up-and-coming swimmer who's only 15 years old. He's the youngest in this event. So we begin with the 50 meters butterfly. Pepe Mapa from lane 7 having a good start there to establish an early lead. But again, anything can happen in this event. And we see Seb Wong re-establishing himself and touching at 23.90 to make a new personal best. So Seb Wong proving that he's still the best sprinter, the fastest swimmer in the Philippines at this point in time. 23:40. 23:90 rather. And Raf Barreto staying close, 24:21 in second place. And Maurice Sacho Ilustre, 24:49, third place. So the old reliables have proven true to their reputation. And we'll be heading to the next event very quickly, the women's 50 meters freestyle, as we see a few of the highlights from that very quick event. So I mentioned earlier that for our age groupers, they have that Southeast Asian Age Group Swimming Championships to look forward to. For our seniors, most of them are collegiate athletes. They have their own collegiate leagues coming up for the UAAP schools, the UAAP Swimming Championships, which I believe is slated for November 24 to 27. About 6 weeks, 5-6 weeks. And for our NCAA swimmers like San Beda and the other universities, colleges from that league, we'll see them in action in very soon, in a few months. This is a very good event for them to see where they are and try to make improvements, adjustments to win their respective leagues. Of course, a lot of movements have happened. Swimmers graduating from high school, moving to college, a lot of recruitments happening there. And the challenge is for the older swimmers to try to maintain their form during the pandemic. That has affected a lot of teams, a lot of swimmers. And it's not really just the physical aspect here, there's also the mental, the emotional aspect, how to keep training, keep improving with little opportunities to train because of the lockdowns. But at this point, maybe a year and a half after resuming with competitions for PSI, for the Philippine Swimming Incorporated, we're seeing our senior swimmers really getting back to form. In fact, we've had a few records broken the last few days. The most convincing one, the most exciting one is the new national record established by Tanya de la Cruz in the women's 50-meter breaststroke. And her time of 31.35 would actually place her at first in the 31st Southeast Asian Games, which she actually also participated last May. So it looks like she's getting ready because the turnaround for the next SEA Games is only 1 year. The next Southeast Asian Games will be in Cambodia, Phnom Penh, Cambodia in May next year. And a lot of swimmers, senior swimmers, are beginning their preparations for that because that's in 7 months. Entering swimmers from different clubs. Again, we only have 2 seniors in this event. All the rest of the 6 swimmers are age groupers from as young as 14 years old to 18 years old. So in In lane 1, we have a swimmer from all the way from Davao,
Presenting
representing Ateneo Blue Knights Swim Club. We have Mikey Gonzaga.
Gonzaga, Mikey Samarca,
In lane 2, from Manila Weddell Seals swim team, Atasha De La
Lane
Torre.
2, De La Torre, Natasha Anthony of Manila, Weddell Swim Team.
And in lane 3, we have June Tagani.
Daniel Super of Capas Swimming Club.
All three of the swimmers so far are 18 years old. In lane 4, returning to the pool, coming from the 200 meters butterfly as well, is Camille Buico from the Rising Atlantis Swim Club. And her teammate in lane 5, Angela Villamil. So both of them are from Rising Atlantis Swim Club, but in college, both of them are also representing University of the Philippines.
Lane 6,
Lane 6, we have from Nautilus Swim Club, Alexi Cabayaran. From Iloilo, an age group record holder. And in lane 7, returning again to the pool is Shireen Floriano of Antipolo GMC Scorpions. Recall that she swam the 200 meters butterfly and finished second earlier this afternoon. And finally, in lane 8 is Arabella Taginota, representing the overseas-based swimmers of the Philippines. She actually flew in all the way from Doha in Qatar. And she's only 14 years old, so it's interesting to see her in the final event, where the best of the best eight athletes, 8 swimmers, vie for the right to be called the fastest swimmer, actually the fastest female swimmer in the country.
Take your marks.
In 2022.
Go, boy! Go!
And we see
boy!
Camille Buico
Go, boy!
again taking the early lead, but also Arabella Taginota all the way from lane 8
Go, boy!
staying close. But now the other swimmers are catching up, and Camille Buico will probably win this. And it's likely she touched first, but there's a technical issue. We can't see the final rankings and times. We'll wait for the results. But again, that's a very interesting event. A lot of things can happen. We saw in the end that the other swimmers came close to Camille Buico, so it's going to be pretty close. And after this event, we have 2 more individual events, the 100 meters backstroke and 400 meters individual medley, before proceeding to the final event of the day, which is the 4x100 meters freestyle relay. But before that, right after this, we will be seeing the awarding ceremonies for the 200 meters butterfly. So catch us back in a bit. Let's just see some of the highlights from this event.
We request winners of event numbers 301 and 302 to proceed to the awards area for the victory ceremony. For event number 301, Mendoza Nicolas Ivan, Dallas Marco, and Fernandina Marco. For event number 302, Rico Monitoren, Coriana Irene, and Monster Casino.
One. One. Shout out the best, shout out.
Victory ceremony for the winners of event number 301. 200-meter butterfly for men. To award the medals is the President of Philippines Swimming Incorporated, Ma'am Leilani Velasco. Bronze medalist, Nicholas Ivan of Best Maine. Silver medalist, Daos Marco of CFC Buccaneers, Philippines. Gold medalist, Mirandilla Mermaid Jules of Best Maine. Congratulations to the winners. Victory ceremony for the winners of event number 302, 200-meter butterfly for women. Bronze medalist, Uwico Camindoreno, Rising Atlantis Swim Club. Silver medalist, Floriano Shireen of Pancualo Gem Sea Scorpions. And the gold medalist, Mochdin Michaela Justin of Backstroke. Congratulations to the winners. We would like to thank Pamela Velasco for awarding the medals.
What if I just drop this over here? No.
Back to you live at the New Clark City Aquatics Center in Capas, Tarlac for the 2022 PSI Long Course Grand Prix National Championships. This is day 3 of the 4-day event, and we're in the middle of that final session for day 3. Coming up is the men's 100 meters backstroke, also the women's 100 meters backstroke. Earlier this afternoon, we had the 200 meters butterfly and the 50 meters freestyle. And we just awarded the winners of the 200 meters butterfly minutes ago. technical officials are just preparing the pool for the backstroke event, where they need to fix the backstroke wedges and the backstroke flags. So that's taking some time, but our swimmers are ready to go. Just waiting to be allowed to enter the pool.
Marching their way in are the finalists of event number 305. 1 minute backstroke.
Lane 1, we have Mina Dago from Red Sea Lions swim team. In lane 2, it's Joko Delizo from Galaxy Starships. In lane 3, we have Aibu Enoch from Holiday Dream Swim, all the way from Davao. And in lane 4, we have Neil Paderes from Best Maine. He finished in 1 minute point 25 this morning to become the top seed for us. In lane 5, we have Prince Kalma from Red Sea Lions swim team. Again, every time there's a Red Sea Lions swim, you hear a lot of their teammates cheering them on. 6, we have Estefano Ramos from Golden Sea Eagles, squad based in CSA Capas. Lane 7, we have Lance Cruz from Green Archers Swim Club, squad based on Southern Hills. And finally, lane 8, we have Giancarlo de Guzman from Rising Atlantis Swim Club. So this is 100 meters, 2 laps. And this is one of the more painful events because you have to keep your pace, keep kicking. So people usually get exhausted after this event. Really exhausted. Some of our swimmers you saw making full use of the allowed 15 meters underwater. That usually helps conserve some of your energy for the strokes that you need to do. We'll see who has superior underwater technique as we turn to the second lap. Usually the second lap where you see people taking advantage of the underwater. Most of them coming out at the 7 to 8 meter mark. And Paderes slowly establishing himself as the top seed, but he's in pursuit by Aibu Enoch in lane 3. Again, they should be close, but it looks like Neil will hold on to the lead, and in second place is Prince Kalman, so 1 minute point 20 for Paderes. Slightly improving his morning session time, and Prince Kalma going down by over a second, and Aibu Enoch likewise half a second. It was a very close battle for the podium. All 3 swimmers finishing in 1 minute. The sub 1 minute time is still eluding them. I'm sure they were running after that. That's a mental barrier. Going sub 1 minute is always, once you hit that mark, going down significantly is just a few steps away, as we saw from our grassroots swimmer, Gerard Nico Jacinto, the age group record holder for this event. So we'll come back with you for the women's 100-meter backstroke as we show you some of the highlights of this event. Moving on to the women's 100-meter backstroke. Very interesting match coming up now. Top 3 seeds in this event representing various schools, various colors. So in lane 1 we have Laura Amogius from Holiday Gym Swim Club. Again, this is club based on that one. Really nice to see our swimmers from various islands making it to the finals, making it to Manila for this event. In lane 2 we have Ricky Milencio from the Seahawks. In lane 3 we have Samantha Coronel from Ayala Harpoon Swim Club, but also currently studying at the In lane 4 we have Shandy Chua from All Star Swim Club. Currently she's studying in LaSalle. And in lane 5 we have Erin Castillo from Rising Campus Swim Club, and she represents UP. So we have here a match between the top 3 universities. In lane 4, we have our youngest swimmer in this heat, FJ Cruz from GCD Swim Club. And in lane 7, we have Trixie Ortiguera from Tarlac Mako Sharks Swim Club. And in lane 8, we have Chloe Fuente from Best Parañaque. Go. Underwater, very important here. Erin Castrillo was the last one to emerge from the water, and battling it out with Shandy Chua for the lead. This morning, Shandy clocked 106.97 while Erin did 108.93. So Shandy clearly a few 2 seconds ahead, almost 2 seconds ahead of Erin in the morning. You can see that now, the separation becoming clearer. But from the outside lane, in lane 7, Trixie Ortiguera trying to catch up with the leaders. who will hold on to their leads. Xiangbi riding the swimming close to the lane line and touching in at 105.60, which is likely her personal best. And clearly establishing herself as a very versatile swimmer. She's been swimming various strokes throughout her career. The individual medleys, freestyle events. Now she's proving her strength in backstroke events. Second place was Erin Castrillo, 107.38, also improving on her time. And in bronze medal, third place is Samantha Coronel, maintaining her seeding this morning. So that's it for 100 meters backstroke. We're heading into the last individual event this evening. We have the 400 meters individual medley. That's a long event coming up to you in a bit as we go over some of the highlights. And we'll see you in a bit again.
Freestyle for men. For the medals is the president of Philippine Swimming Incorporated, Ma'am Leilani Velasco. Bronze medalist, Ilustre Boris Sancho of De La Salle, Isabel. Silver medalist, Barreto Rafael of Ayala Harpoon Swim Club. Gold medalist, Wong Sam of UCSC Buccaneers Swim Club. Congratulations to the winners. Victory ceremony for the winners of event number 304, 50-meter freestyle for women. Bronze medalist, Villamil Angela of Rising Atlantis Swim Club. Silver medalist, De La Torre, Natasha Angeline of Manila, Wedding Sales Swim Team. Gold medalist, Uwigo Camilo Red of Rising Atlantis Swim Club. Congratulations to the winners. We would like to thank our President, Ma'am Lani Velasco, for presenting the medals. Martin Ruin are the finalists, event number 307.
Coming up, we have the men's 400 meters individual medley. This is another event that a lot of swimmers try to avoid. So earlier we started with 200 meters butterfly, and then we now have 400 meters individual medley. Both events are events that most swimmers would choose not to swim because they're gruesome.
Last February 21, 2009.
So we have in lane 1,
Presenting the finalists.
Ethan Chua from All Star Swim Club.
Chua Ethan, All-Star Swim Club.
In lane 2, we have Francis Greg Espiritu from Ateneo Blue Knights Swim Club. In lane 3 is his teammate, Joshua Del Rio. See the there. In lane 4, our top seed from Barako Gators Swim Club, Jake Ellis Evangelista. And in lane 5, we have Philip Joaquin Santos from Ayala Harpoon Swim Club. In lane 6, we have Philip Adrian Sahagun from Holiday Dream Swim Club. So we have making it 3 swimmers from Davao in this final. In lane 7, we have Sean Isaac Villanueva. And in lane 8, Johan Mikhail Cabana of Best Known. So 400 meters, this is a long one, 8 laps in total. We'll see the butterfly first and then backstroke, followed by breaststroke and finishing with freestyle. So oftentimes swimmers come out strong in butterfly, and some of them fade away, especially in breaststroke, which is the most challenging for a lot of the swimmers. So we'll see what this match looks like. Taking the early lead from lane 1 is Ethan Chua. We saw her sister earlier in the 100 meters backstroke, reigning supreme, Shandy, winning at 105.60 moments ago.
Go, Johan! Come on, Johan!
So in the second lap, it's Waki Santos taking the lead. Waki has been known to swim this event well. He's transformed himself from a butterflyer to a backstroker through the years, but individual medley has always been his also strong suit. So we're moving to his better event now, backstroke. We'll see if he can push for his lead, but he's also a very decent breaststroker, so really in terms of versatility, he's one of the known swimmers for that. So he has about a 2 body length lead so far as we turn to the 4th lap of this 8-lap event. Most of our swimmers no longer having significant underwater movements, just going straight to their strokes. And it's a close battle for second right now between Joshua Del Rio and Jake Evangelista in lanes 3 and 4. So Waki is known to actually make his move in breaststroke, where he usually catches up to his opponents. We'll see if he can stretch his lead here, because Joshua Del Rio is also a breaststroker to some extent, along with his distance 3 events. And both of them, Joshua Del Rio and Jake Evangelista, staying close to Waki. So Waki not being able to stretch his lead. We'll see how that goes for all of these competitors. So it looks like Joshua Del Rio and Jake Evangelista really pushing each other. They try to catch up to the leader, Waki Santos, who still is able to maintain the lead. So, like I said, usually swimmers catch up during the breaststroke event because this is normally the weakest stroke for a lot of the swimmers. But we didn't see any sort of movement in this final. And Waki now has about a 5-meter lead. It'll be interesting to see who between Joshua and Jake has enough energy left for the last lap. Joshua taking over a bit, but Jake close in close third, swimming close to the lane, swimming close to Joshua. We don't know if that's his strategy to stay to ride on the wave of Joshua or what, but we'll see. Waki will win this comfortably, barring any technical errors, any disqualifications. This is also an event where a lot of swimmers make mistakes in the backstroke to breaststroke turn. So Waki touching in first, 447.15. 58, with Jake Evangelista finishing third, 452.36. So Joshua Del Rio and Waki Santos making big improvements from their morning times. So the last event for individual swimming is coming up. The women's 400 meter individual medley. Coming back to the pool is Jasmine Mojde, swimming her second event of the evening. So she's swimming the 200 meters butterfly, but also the 400 meters IM, both demanding events, which is a mark of how much energy she has. So we're just waiting for the women to come out. Meanwhile, enjoy the highlights for the event.
Marching their way in are the finalists of event number 308, 400 meter individual medley for women. The standing 15 record in this event is 4 minutes, 52.57 seconds.
We have Sofia Bulanhagi from Red Sea Lions swim team.
Established last July 17, 2015. Presenting the finalists. Lane 1, Bulanhagi Sofia Jasa.
Lane 2, we have Juliana Villanueva.
Lane 2, Villanueva Juliana Marian of United North Davao Swim Club.
In lane 3, we have Dia Amogues from Holiday
Lane
Gym
3,
Swim Club.
Mogis Dia Margaret of Holiday Gym Swim Club.
And again, in lane 4, it's Jasmine Mojde from
Lane
Peru's
4,
Elite Swim
Mojde
Team.
Micaela
Maine.
Jasmine of Best Maine.
Jasmine has had a very productive year so far, swimming for the Philippines in the Female World Junior Championship in Lima, Peru last September. She made it to the finals, to the semifinals of the 100 meter butterfly. In lane 5, we have Diana Cruz from Polo GMC Scorpions. In lane 6, we have Michelle Milencio from DAC Hawks. And
Lane
we
8,
see
Santa Maria
Maria
Narinjoy
Francesca
of
Barreto from
Swim Club.
Antipolo GMC Scorpions again. In lane 7. And finally in lane 8, the youngest finalist in this evening, Darin Joy Santa Maria from Ilocos Sur Swim Club. She's only 13 years old. It'll be exciting to see how she develops as the years go by. Maybe the next 4 or 5 years.
Take your marks.
So it's an early lead for Jasmine Mojte. A while ago, it was actually Ricky Milencio taking the lead in the first half, the first lap. Of course, Jasmine's best event is butterfly. As I said earlier, she made it to the semifinals of the FINA World Junior Swimming Championships, which is a remarkable feat for a Filipino in an international event. Her time there was 1:03, 1:84, I believe. So her split isn't too clear, but she's still leading now, body and a half length. Backstroke, but we'll see if Ricky Milencio will catch up to her. Likewise, Leah Amogue seems to be catching up as well. So Milencio now within half a body length away from Jasmine. And the other swimmers catching up. As we see, Leah Amogue is fading. And Diana Cruz taking the third spot for now. So the coming turn is a very important switch, because again, how you touch and how you turn is crucial here. A lot of swimmers get disqualified. It actually turns out to be a turning point in their careers when we've seen a lot of swimmers get disqualified and come back the next edition, the next year, stronger than ever. So Jasmine also swims breaststroke. We'll see if that is to her advantage or if Ricky Milencio can stay close. But what we're seeing is Diana Cruz in lane 5 is actually the one benefiting from this event. She's now so close to Ricky, who is in lane 6. As Jasmine looks to stretch her lead. Looks like she's coming on strong in breaststroke. And again, Diana Cruz now taking the second spot. So we're seeing the strengths of each swimmer here, and more importantly, their weaknesses. What stroke are they more vulnerable to? So Jasmine heading into the last leg, the freestyle leg, 4:04.88 so far. And Diana Cruz about 4 seconds behind, 2.5 seconds behind. And that's a pretty considerable margin to catch up to. So it looks like Jasmine will sail away with the gold. But for the silver, we'll see if Ricky Milencio can reclaim that spot back. So heading into the last lap now. Diana Cruz sprinting to the finish line. Now breaking away from Ricky Milencio. So it's now looking clear that Jasmine will finish first in lane 4. Second would be Diana Cruz, and third would be Ricky Milencio. So Jasmine finishes in 5:15.85, followed by Diana Cruz 5:20.24, and Ricky Melencio 5:22.26. So Jasmine actually maintains her time. She swam 5:15.85 this morning and touches in at exactly the same time, 5:15.85. That itself is a rare feat. But Diana Cruz improves from 5:23 to 5:20.
May we request the winners of event number 305?
So we will do the awarding ceremonies for the 100 meters backstroke,
Event number 305,
after which we will see
Holiday Gym,
the second relay event of the weekend, the 4x100 meters freestyle. And we have 2 heats from each event for the men's and the women.
meter backstroke for men. To award the medals is Coach Sherwin Santiago, PSI Board of Trustees. Bronze medalist, Idon Ibon Inuay of Holiday Gym Swim Club. Silver medalist, Kalma Prince Dave of Red Sea Lions Swimming Team. And the gold medalist, Paneris John Neal of Best Maine. Congratulations to the winners.
women. Bronze medalist, Coronel Samantha Abayang Marcon Swim Club. Silver medalist, Castrillo Regina Maria Paz of Rising Atlantis Swim Club. Gold medalist, Chua Shandy of All Star Swim Club. Congratulations to the winners. We would like to thank Coach Shirley Santiago for awarding the medals.
Heading now into the last event of the evening, 4x100 meters freestyle relay. So we'll see the men first before the women. So we will see teams from all over the country doing the relay.
Marching their way in are the swimmers of event number 309, 4x100 meter freestyle relay for men.
So in these championships, we finally get to see some relay action. This is the first event where we actually hold the relay events in over 2 years. Our swimmers are also excited because this is one of the few events where you really have to work together. And it's not just the 4 swimmers that you send in for your club. It's the rest of the team cheering you on in the stands. So in lane 1 we have Nautilus Swim Club. Again, a squad from Iloilo. And in lane 2 we have NOGCC, which is a squad from Bacolod. So these teams flew in from the provinces. In lane 3 we have a team from Conqueror.
Lane 4, Battles of Women's Swim Club. Gismundo, Jeremy Carlo. Pacific, Steven Gerald.
So in lane 4 we have BDSC. Balon Dagupan Swim Club.
Lane 5.
which is a club based in Pangasinan. In lane 5, we have Pangasinan Aqua Dragon Warriors. We have side by side two Pangasinan squads.
Lane 6, starts Aquatics Shooting. Rivera Kobe.
In lane 6, we have SAST.
Lopez Bamboo and Departing Whisper.
In lane 7, we have Ilocos Sur Swim Club. Most of our clubs coming from provinces here. A lot of even young swimmers, as you can see, being fielded as young as 12 years old from Ilocos Sur. And finally, in lane 8, we have Saver School Swim Club. If you were watching yesterday, last night, you probably saw in the relay events, no heat was spared from disqualifications. Most of the disqualifications coming from turnovers, swimmers diving in before their teammates touch the wall. We'll see if the coaches made adjustments for this evening. Like I mentioned, it's not often we have relay events, so this is a learning experience for everyone. As we begin with action. Ilocos Sur, interestingly, fields their 12-year-old swimmer as the lead-off swimmer. And you can really see the gap between the older swimmers and the younger swimmers. So the 12-year-old swimmer here struggling to catch up to the other swimmers, some age 22, as high as 22. But Josh Bacchiano from Nautilus Swim Club establishing a clear lead for his club, followed by Xavier in lane 8. So lane 1 and lane 8 from the outside lanes taking the lead. We'll see if Nautilus will maintain this lead as we switch to the second swimmer. So far so good for Nautilus. They did not enter a seed time, which means that this will be a surprise to everyone, including their club. Same with Xavier. So the gap is now closing up. And Nautilus has a 13-year-older up next, so that might be a turning point for the other teams. So Balon Dagupan is now taking over the lead. Sorry, Pangasinan Aqua Dragon Warriors is taking the lead in lane 5. But no lead here is comfortable because it depends on your anchor, the last swimmer to jump. Anything can still happen. But looking at the lineup, most of the anchor swimmers are about the same age, so it should be evenly matched. So Johan Aguilen looking to bring home the first place finish for this heat. And these heats are seeded by time. So we expect faster times in the second heat. So we don't know yet if anyone from this heat will actually land a medal. We'll have to wait for the second heat as Johan Aguilen stretches that lead and brings home the first place finish for Pangasinan Aqua Dragon Warriors. He will touch in at 3:55.18. Interestingly, their seed time is 3:55, so the coach knows his swimmers well. And they're the only team to break the 4-minute mark. Ilocos touching in at 8th place. It will be a heated battle in the next heat, the next event. Some of the top clubs in our country are featured here. And we will get to that in a bit. If you're wondering what's taking long before the second heat, like last night, our technical officials are checking if there are any infractions over the course of the 400 meters. And as you saw last night, a lot of infractions were committed by a number of the clubs. And it's also usually these types of delays where we are bound to expect such infractions, such disqualifications. Because if there's no questionable moment in the heat, there won't be any delay, there won't be any review. And there we go, they're now announcing some disqualifications from Ilocos Sur Swim Club. For our audience's knowledge, FINA, the International Swimming Federation for Aquatics, including swimming, actually came out with new rules this year. I think it will be implemented in 2023, and that one of the bigger developments in the new swimming rules include, much like any other sport, a video challenge system. We'll see how that changes how things go. But for events like the relay right now, we do have automatic timing systems to help make and guide decisions made by our referees, by our judges. So it's not just the human component here. The system can check if there's an infraction, if there's a false start between different swimmers. Our swimmers in the second heat coming in now. So the top seed for the event is Ayala Harpoon Swim Club, which features Miguel Barreto, the winner of the 100 meters freestyle individual event 2 days ago. He established a new best time of 51.78. And looking at their relay order, he will be jumping in first, which makes this a legitimate attempt to better his individual mark. But in lane 1, we're going to see the Berus Elite Swim Team Parañaque. In lane 2, we have the Golden Sea Eagles featuring Joshua Ang, one of the rising stars locally. He's the record holder for 16 to 18 boys in 50 meters butterfly. In lane 3, we have Rising Atlantis Swim Club. It's an all-collegiate team. In lane 4, like I said, it's Ayala Harpoon Swim Club, featuring the Barreto brothers, both of whom established sub-52 times in 100 meters freestyle. That will be a tough mark to beat for most of the other clubs. And they have 2 breaststrokers in their lineup as well. We'll see how that changes things. In lane 5, we have Best Main, featuring the winner earlier today of the 200 meters butterfly event, Jules Mirandilla, and the winner of the 100 meters backstroke, Neil Paderes. In lane 6, we have QCSC Buccaneers Swim Club, featuring the winner of the 50-meter freestyle event, Seb Wong, along with Marco Daos, the silver medalist for 200 meters butterfly. In lane 7 is the very popular Red Sea Lions Swim Club, again from San Beda. And in lane 8, we have the Best Lucena. All these best squads are under the same umbrella. So you can also see the strength in numbers there, the cheers from all the various clubs. So this is the final heat for the men's 4x100 meter freestyle. Let's see how this goes, and let's see how Miguel Barreto will do as he leads off for Ayala Harpoons Swim Club. Will he improve the 51.78 mark he made 2 nights ago, or we'll see what happens. We have good reaction times from our swimmers, and Miguel Barreto clearly in a different class with an early half body length lead. He withdrew from the 400 meters individual medley, which he actually qualified first, likely for this event. So he's really focusing on the 100 meters freestyle as he opens up a full body length lead. Entering the last 5-meter mark, he will touch in at 52.08. So he did better 2 nights ago. But that was a good attempt. Now we move on to the relay as Victoriano Tirol takes over from Miguel Barreto. And they're maintaining that lead. In second is QCSC Buccaneers Swim Club, which right now is being swum by Bryce Barasa. And coming up next for them is Seb Wong, who again is the winner of the 50 meters freestyle event, so that will be interesting. And taking over for Victoriano Tirol is Rafael Isip, the sprint breaststroker. So Seb Wong separates his club from the third placer, Best Main. And he's actually catching up to Ayala Harpoon Swim Club. But to close things off for Ayala Harpoons, the anchor is Raf Barreto, another strong 100-meter freestyle swimmer. And for QCSC Buccaneers, it's going to be Franz Ong. As Seb touches first, Franz Ong takes over. And Raf Barreto also joining in. So Raf Barreto quickly catches up to Franz Ong. But we'll see if this is going to be a tight battle between the two clubs. In far third is Best Main. So Raf Barreto now leading by about half a body length. He is both bigger than Franz Ong and more built. So really tough. And Raf Barreto closes strong, touching in at 34.59 for the Ayala Harpoon Swim Club. And battling it out for third place was Rising Atlantis Swim Club. Kian Ting actually touches first, beating off the Best Main. So first place is Ayala Harpoons. Second place is Quezon City QCSC Buccaneers Swim Club, and third place is Rising Atlantis. All these clubs are under the same umbrella company as well. So we have a group of different umbrella clubs participating in this final heat. So that's it for the men. And to close things off this evening, we have the women's 4x100 meters freestyle. And that will wrap the third day up. After that, we still have one more day of action tomorrow. So we'll take a quick break and see you in a bit. Coming back to you with the women's 4x100 meters freestyle event. Very quick. That also means that we had the first heat without any infractions from our clubs. So we only have 4 clubs participating in the first heat, but this is a 2-heat event. In lane 3, we have Balandagupan Swim Club. Lane 4, we have Golden Sea Eagles. Very young squads being featured here with Lane 5, Ilocos Sur Swim Club having the youngest swimmer in the relay this evening, 11 years old. Their entire squad is all under 13 and under. And in lane 6 we have SAST, Stags Aquatics Swim Club.
Take your marks.
So Rochelle Calera taking the early lead from the dive. But Grace Ang of Golden Sea Eagles quickly catching up. It's pretty close between the four clubs so far. And you have to give it for the 11-year-old Liv Abigail Florendo for keeping up with the elder sisters in lanes 4 and 6. So Grace Ang touching first, followed by Liv Florendo. And now the separation is becoming clearer and clearer. Golden Sea Eagles pulling away. And again, there's a strategy coming into play here. The coaches know their squad, who's the fastest, who's the slowest, and they try to fold them into the lineup. Some coaches want to place their slowest swimmer in the second jumper or third. Try to hide them in, fold them in, and their stronger swimmers try to build the lead in the first leg and then catch up maybe in the last leg or the third leg. Some coaches would want to go strong, very fast, for the first 2 or 3 legs, their fastest swimmer, and then bank on the lead to finish it with their last swimmer. So really a lot of possibilities here. So Golden Sea Eagles establishing a very big lead, more than 5 meters at this point, but their final 2 swimmers are actually 12 years older, so that might factor in to how they will finish this event. So far it doesn't look like there will be any changes in the rankings. It's still Golden Sea Eagles right now being represented by Crystal David, only 12 years old. Turning it over to the anchor, the final swimmer, Isa Asis, another 12-year older. So it looks like it's gonna be a comfortable win in this heat for Golden Sea Eagles. It's about a 7-meter gap now, and that's going to be difficult to anyone with just under 50 meters left. Likewise, in second place is Ilocos Sur Swim Club, also a sizable gap between them and the third placers, Balandagupan Swim Club. And we're hearing the shouts, the cheers, as Ilocos Sur almost makes it close to Golden Sea Eagles. So Golden Sea Eagles finishing first, 4:35.14, and Ilocos Sur finishing in 4:36.48. So we have one last heat this evening. Our stronger swimmers coming in the second heat. And the fastest seeded club will be the Rising Atlantis Swim Club with their seed time of 4:05.99. They have a couple of fast freestyle swimmers in their roster. And the next fastest seed is Conqueror with 4:10. So it doesn't look like there's also enough freestyle swimmers for the other squads. So we're just waiting for the previous heat to clear the pool, and we will welcome the last heat. Here we go, capping off the evening. So in lane 1, we have Pangasinan Aqua Dragon Warriors with a very young squad here. Again, all age groupers ranging from 12 years old to 17 years old. In lane 2, we have Ayala Harpoon Swim Club featuring swimmers all studying in Ateneo de Manila University in college. In lane 3, we have Conqueror. And in lane 4, Rising Atlantis Swim Club with some of their freestyle finalists and medalists: Erin Castrillo, Athena Chang, Angela Villamil, and Camille Buica. So that's quite a strong squad to bring in this relay. In lane 6, we have Best Parañaque with Mina Bungubong, who actually also joined Jasmine Mojde and the rest of the squad in the FINA World Junior Swimming Championships last September in Lima, Peru. So she's a 100-meter freestyle specialist. In lane 7, we have the squad from Red Sea Lions. And rounding out the cast is NOGCC Swim Club from Bacolod, with again a very young squad ranging from 11 years old to 15 years old. So these age group swimmers hoping to get valuable experience doing relays. As we wait for the start. Erin Castrillo, the senior in this cast, in this heat. Going ahead half a body length, followed by Amina Bungubung. So 28.89, the first 50 for Erin. On track to finishing with a sub 1 minute time. We'll see if she makes it there. She's definitely going to be happy with that if it happens. So she will touch in at 1 minute point 45, barely missing the sub 1 minute mark. Bumubong touches at second, 102.55. Athena Chang taking over for Erin for the Rising Atlantis Swim Club. Of course, Athena Chang was she made waves when she was still based in Singapore, swimming in their competitions and establishing a couple of age group marks for 11 to 13 years old in the different distance freestyle events. 1500, 800, 400, and even the 200-meter event. So she's now 16 years old, still a dominant swimmer. So Rising Atlantis clearly a cut above the rest as we see Angela Villamil jump in. Athena Chang doing 1 minute point 3 point, 1 minute point 03, 1 minute 3.03. Doing cheers from the stands. The Red Sea Lions trying to catch up in lane 7. Heading over to the final leg where Camille Buico will anchor for Rising Atlantis. And that's as good as you would ever want your finish to be. For the Red Sea Lions, it'll be Hazel Doliente. Camille Buico coming in strong. Doesn't seem like she is any bit fatigued from swimming the 200 meters butterfly and 50 meters freestyle earlier this evening. She already collected a bronze and a gold, and she's looking to add another gold in this relay event. With over a 20-meter lead now, she will touch in at first with a time of 4 minutes and 5.35. So pretty close to their seed time. The Red Sea Lions touching in at second, 4:13.74. And in third place is the Ayala Harpoons Swim Club, stealing that third place from Best Maine. And their time is 4 minutes 20.18. So that wraps it up for action in the pool this evening. We'll see the final rankings as we wait for the technical officials to review the event. We'll see if there is any disqualification again before we declare the rankings, the final rankings, and the medalists for this event. And so far, it's Rising Atlantis Swim Club ranked first, and the Red Sea Lions in second, and the Ayala Harpoons in third. You may recall last night the Ayala Harpoon Swim Club supposedly won the relay, the women's 4x100 medley relay, until they were deemed to have with a few other clubs. So again, it's interesting to see if the coaches made adjustments to their swimmers, some pointers, some reminders to avoid all these different infractions. I think there won't be any changes to the standings as the results are being forwarded already. So to cap the night off, it's just the awarding for the the freestyle relay and the 400 meters IM. Thank you for joining us again this evening. Thank you for joining us this evening, and again, we have one last day tomorrow. Catch the live stream of the preliminary sessions, the morning time final sessions. We begin at 9 a.m. all the way till about 2 p.m., 1 p.m., 2 p.m. And the final session will begin at 4 p.m. tomorrow. So it's the final day, just a few more events left, and we cap off the 2022 PSI Long Course Grand Prix National Championships. See you tomorrow.